This is Trey Passer. I did a Hangout Saturday with Sammy Falagar on his channel, Klaxx Reacts. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description box. You can watch. So after this little preamble thing, you'll be able to see a Hangout. We did a Hangout about an hour and a half. We talked about Stargirl, the season finale that happened a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about DC Fandome and a lot of other things and stuff, believe it or not, because the unfortunate passing of Chadwick Boseman. We talked about cancer screenings and stuff like that too, and stuff. So we talked about a lot of good stuff. Like I said, it's about an hour and a half, but it kind of goes fast because we talk about a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna see if we can make this like a weekly thing, these hangouts, because I really like chatting with Sammy, aka Falagar. And again, his channel is called Klaxx Reacts. Okay, I'll leave a link to that in the description box so you can check it out. Please sub to him. He's a really good guy, and I've known him for years, and he's a really good guy, and I love chatting with him. And now we have this streaming service that he uses, Streamgate, I think that's the name of it, and it's way better than the old YouTube. I forgot what the other one we used to use, and I used to always have an issue with it trying to do that. But now I just use my phone, and he gives me the link, and it's no problem. Good quality, lighting's great, and nice high definition, and it's just really good. So I'm really appreciating of it. So like I said, I'm gonna add that. I downloaded it yesterday, the stream, because he has it on his channel, so I'm gonna put it on my channel. Okay, and like I said, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description box, and please sub to him and show him some love. He's a really good guy, and he deserves more subs. And like I said, I like doing these hangouts with him, and so I'm gonna try to see if we can do more of these hangouts. But because it's just, I like talking with Sammy, and we talk about a lot of different things, and it's good, and I like doing it. So anyway, without further ado, okay, and again, links to my social media are in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and a link to my other channel called Views and Opinions. Check that out as well, okay, and enjoy the hangout, and let me know what you think, and if you want us to make this kind of a regular feature, or like maybe not every week, but maybe twice a month or something like that. Maybe we can do this, and as long as we have something to talk about, then kind of flows better and stuff. And we had a lot to talk about with DC Fandome and Stargirl and stuff, and unfortunate passing of Chadwick Boseman and cancer and stuff. So we had a lot to talk about. So anyway, enjoy and take care. And this is Trey Passer saying so long and take care. There you go.
Okay, here we go. Good. How do I make this full screen? Okay, I guess this is just what it is. Okay. All right, greetings, YouTube land. Welcome back to yet another discussion video, DC related. I guess we're going to be starting off with Stargirl Season 1. Of course, with my very good friend, my very old friend, Trey Passer. And, because now that Season 1 is over for about a couple of weeks now. And I think a week ago it was the DC Fandome thing. So we'll also be discussing that. There's like a few trailers that dropped at least.
Yep.
For that, special. So I guess let's get started.
Okay.
Stargirl.
We'll start with Stargirl, the finale, which I really enjoyed a lot, and a lot of things happened in that I didn't expect. Like I expected Brainwave to die. I thought they were gonna wipe his mind or something. I knew, like Brainwave and Icicle. All those people that really knew who she was, I thought they were going to get their mind wipes or something like that. Oh. But I didn't expect Brainwave to die by Yolanda killing him. That I didn't
really
expect. That shocked me. Because remember, they kind of set it up where you thought Rick was going to kill, because remember, he was dead set on killing Solomon Grundy. So you thought he was going to, and remember, she was trying to tell him, you shouldn't do that because that's against God. And then she wind up killing somebody. So they kind of flipped it.
I like how they did that. Yeah,
that was cool.
And I also like how, if you recall, I can't remember. I think it was actually episode 10 when Yolanda said to Brainwave Jr., Henry, when she pulled him into that other room in the hospital in the dark, and said, "You could read my mind." And then he reads her mind, and then she says, "I could slash you and watch you bleed." What she said, what she was thinking in her mind to Junior, to the son, is what she actually did
to the father
at the end. So I really love how that was kind of
that's good writing.
Very good writing.
Because that came back around.
Yeah.
And then the fight was good too. The fight that they had when they all faced off in the lair.
Yeah.
That was good too. See
I'm
again.
just shocked how they got that, and glad how they were able to get the robot in there.
Yeah,
that
was cool.
Wondering how's he gonna fit in that thing?
Yeah, exactly. But they made the thing so big so that way he could fit in. But again, I said what's her name, Cindy, right? She just makes me laugh. Remember, and she killed her father.
Oh yeah, I thought she was just kind of saying just kind of like making an empty threat like that, saying that she would, but she really.
Oh yeah.
She really did it for locking her up in there.
Yeah, exactly. Not letting her out. Yeah. Because I knew she was going to do something. I knew she was going to be involved in the final fight.
I was glad that she was.
Yeah.
Because I always want, ever since she got locked up, I was a little sad. I was like, I wanted to see more Cindy because I was kind of liking her character.
Yeah, her character was good. So I'm glad that she kind of got away.
And the action.
Yeah.
Some of the best. It blows away anything you would see on the CW network. Anything Flash has ever done, anything.
Yeah.
What was that? Green Arrow and some of those other ones. Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Although
there was one finale for Flash that I really liked.
Okay.
I think it was season 3. I think it was
3.
Saboteur when they was fighting the Future Flash.
Future Flash.
Future Flash.
You're talking about when Barry becomes evil, or
exactly. He was he was in a suit.
Okay.
And they had to fight in the woods. That was good. And and Iris wound up killing him, shooting him. Flash phased him out of the suit.
Oh yeah, now I remember that. Yeah,
okay. Exactly. Because remember they fooled him because the other he wound up killing not Iris but the other
Wells, right?
Other Wells, yeah, he wound up killing the other Wells, so Iris could stay alive. And then in the Flash, they had that fight in the woods, and then he phased him out of the suit. And Iris wound up killing him. That finale was good because that action, they were fighting in the woods, and it was good. And it was really good. And that was like the first time they actually fought as a team. So it was, that one was good. But you're right about Stargirl. Stargirl, the action is so good on that show. The choreography is just fantastic on that show. The fights are just fantastic.
Even the little minute kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be like. It didn't even have to be like an epic battle. It could be just like something so small as when Pat was fighting Crusher. About the robot. With the bat, and then he ended up being in a fist fight. Yeah. And then the whole thing with when Tigress was trying to kill Barbara. Just the little thing, they went all out. Just having her jump up on that painting on the wall and do that flip to roll on the table. That when she was going after Barbara before Stargo intercepted. And
exactly.
So they didn't have to do something like that, but they still did it. They still treated little small moments like that as if it was an epic fight. So I really love that.
Exactly, those little touches. And they went back and forth between that fight and the fight with Pat and Sportsman. So that was good. The way they just balanced that. Exactly, they do it really good on that show. Yeah. So, and like I said, Icicle, the way he died, though, made me laugh. I had to laugh when he got run over by the truck.
When the kid did it. I think there were some people saying, like, when he asked, like, can I join the JSA now? Or can I join now? People were saying, like, they thought that, and Mike, he didn't even know what he did. I think he knew. I think he was well aware what he did. I think he knew.
Because why else would he say, can I join now?
Yeah, because after he did that, that's how. So it doesn't make sense.
He ran him over on purpose.
Yeah, he ran them over on purpose.
Exactly. So, but I don't think he's coming back. Although the character could come back, but I don't think he's coming back for the second season. Icicle, I think.
No, I think he's gone.
I think he's gone for now. At least the new villain will be the Shade. The guy that showed up at the end.
Right.
Yeah. So I think he'll be one of the villains and stuff.
People are saying that with Icicle, he could just
reform
T1000 himself back together again, but I don't think that's his skill set. T1000 could do that because he was just a robot. He wasn't a real.
He was liquid metal. Yeah, he could. Reform.
This guy, he's alive, and that's just part of his. He's shattered.
Yeah, exactly.
It wouldn't be good if they brought him back.
I don't think that he's coming back for the second season. They may bring him back down the line if they want to, but I don't think they are. Because that was his plan. His plan failed, and so they're going to move on to another thing. So
it's kind of like now that it's on CW, who knows, anything can kind of go now. They can start doing stuff like that. But it's kind of, I don't know if you ever watched Game of Thrones, but like Yeah, have you seen Game of Thrones?
Yeah,
Are you
oh yeah.
aware of that? Okay. Do you know like how I forgot his name, but
Jon Snow?
no, not Jon Snow, but the guy who likes to skin people, his people. He was in the Battle of the Bastards. His own hounds ate him to death.
Oh yeah,
That guy.
the other what's his name? The other I don't. He's the son of the other guy that killed.
Baratheon was his son?
Rican. No, what was not Rican. That was the. I can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about. The guy who married
Sansa.
Sansa, yeah.
Yeah, if they say he's dead. Now, if they just suddenly brought him back, it would be stupid. You know,
he got eaten by his dog.
He got eaten by his dog. So that's the same way. If you start bringing people back, that's the
Yeah.
CW's problem. I think the dead should just kind of stay dead.
Yeah, so stay dead.
If you don't want to kill him off, if you don't want to kill a character off, then don't kill him in the first place. Do something to
get him locked up.
Away or
lock him up. You can bring him back. But I kind of Brainwave had that. He just knew too much, and he was way too powerful, Brainwave. So you had to kind of take him out anyway. He was just way too powerful, and he knew all the secrets.
Right, and when Yolanda slashed him, I didn't think it was Brainwave himself. I thought it was just a one of those things, and he just made her think it looked like Henry, but it was actually him. And I was like, that threw me off. I was like, what the?
That just showed you how powerful he was. That he could make himself look like his son in her mind.
Yeah. And people were saying, well, why didn't Brainwave detect that she was going to slash him? Why didn't she stop him? I think because he was so focused on creating that illusion.
Yeah,
he can't multitask too many powerful things at once. So he couldn't read her mind while holding that illusion.
Yeah, exactly.
He's real fast with his claws.
That makes sense. That makes total sense. And I like that at the end where she flew on top of the water tower. Then he came with the rope.
Oh, that's the end. Yeah. The absolute end. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
a nice touch.
And then she gave him the love. Yeah, no one
wanted. World's greatest dad. Yeah,
that world's greatest dad. Yeah, that was good. They had a lot of good emotional moments in that.
It did, and I love how I think that was the gift that she intended to give her real dad, her biological dad, way back when. Yeah. But she considers Pat now basically like his biological dad in a way. And
yeah,
I love that.
Yeah. And speaking of that, I mean, at the very end, Starman shows up.
What is up with that? What happened?
I don't know if that's the real Starman or if that's somebody else, but that was a shocker. I wasn't expecting that at all. That shocked me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know where they're gonna go with that, but who knows? But again, I don't know what, because he's not her father, obviously. So
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's right, because they already established she was not the father, or he was not the father.
Exactly. So I don't know where they're going with that, unless that's not the real Starman, and maybe that's somebody else. You never know. So
but yet he knew to ask for Pat Dugan.
Exactly, he did, and he knew where he lived. That's the most part. He knew where he lived. So yeah, he could have looked him up, but still, he went to his house. So
here's what I think. Maybe he didn't die. Pat left him for dead, assuming he died way back when, 10 or so years ago. Yeah. And someone found him. He was just maybe in a coma or something, and just kind of got out of it. Because why is he looking for him now? You know, that kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Because
or had a memory loss, and then just recently got his memory back. You know?
Yeah, that's very possible. Yeah, exactly. Because I read online, they said that Starman becomes somebody else. He becomes a different character. So I think there'll be a thing when he comes back. Remember, he may want his staff back from her.
Oh, but doesn't she become someone called Stars and Stripe? She changes her name or something.
No, I think he becomes Stars and Stripe. He becomes somebody. Stars and Stripe. Yeah, he becomes, because I think I read that online. They said his character, he becomes another character. So that way she can keep the staff.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he becomes somebody else. Becomes another character. He changes his name and stuff. So, and they also remember they have the other guy out. He went to look for the other
Shining Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He went left to go, look for the other members that could be still alive too. So
those other members, and I guess they couldn't use those names.
Yeah, remember, like there was Arrow in there.
Yeah,
right? Green Arrow was in there. Yeah, a couple of other people. I can't remember the names, but yeah, there were a couple of other people there besides him and Pat.
Yeah. So I guess they just couldn't use those names because of not copyright, but I guess because it was a different show, so they couldn't straight up say that's Green Arrow. You remember when they're looking at that photo?
Yeah, and that's Green Arrow. Yeah, you can tell.
It's obviously Green Arrow. You got Robin. She called him Robin. I think Robin Hood. You got Robin Hood. You got Pat. There were 8 of you. I know that. Oh, no, we could never agree on the name. But then
yeah.
later on, when Dr. Midnight, Beth goes, wait a
Yeah.
minute, there are 8 of you. I know that, Beth. She's well aware.
Yeah. And I felt bad for Beth because they froze the goggles.
Oh,
Destroyed
yeah.
the goggles. That was messed up. So, but they'll fix them, and I think Pat will fix them, and then he'll come back. But they definitely need to train her because she's going to be useless in a fight. So you got to train her, give her some kind of weapons or something. So
yeah, I remember you told me Dr. Midnight had guns. I wonder if they're actually going to utilize that now now that she's a little older, if they'll give her guns, or maybe if it goes on for, I think they signed a 4-year contract, so maybe on the 3rd or 4th season, and if they get signed on for like another 2 more or whatever, they'll eventually, she'll be of age, she'll be like 17, 18, maybe they'll finally give her firearms.
Yeah, something, some kind of, or maybe some kind of laser or something that she can fire. Yeah, exactly. Because she's smart. Remember, she's smart, and she has the thing can tell her how the AI can tell her how to fire.
Oh, yeah,
exactly. And you can use something like that in the field too. Somebody that knows, that can instantly tell you, what the weaknesses are and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, but you got to give her some kind of training, so she knows how to fight at least.
Yeah. They never got back to that training, but I guess for 2nd season.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do it. Like, because remember they did the time jump. They jumped to Christmas.
They could have been training a little bit, and then of course they're not going to show that in between.
Yeah, so they did it.
Time, I guess.
So I enjoyed the first season. First season, that was again one of the best shows I've seen.
Yeah,
and that was perfect.
And you're right about fixing the goggles too. Like most likely they're going to do it because the robot got fixed. Like you said, there was that time jump and the robot's fixed. So maybe we don't know. Maybe
fix the goggles.
Done or whatever.
Fix the goggles. Yeah.
Overall, season. What are your impressions of season 1 Stargirl? Stargirl season 1. As a series, and
I thought it was the best. It was the best show. Like I said, all those DC shows. The only other show that I like, or just as much, is the Doom Patrol. That's it.
Doom Patrol. Wow.
Yeah, I really love Doom. The writing for Doom Patrol is so good, and the acting is so good on Doom Patrol. I think, like I said, Stargirl is like a different type of superhero show, but Doom Patrol is like a good drama.
It's literally a misfit kind of.
Yeah, misfit. Exactly. It's sort of like Doom Patrol sort of reminds me of the X-Men in a way because they have all these different powers and stuff. But remember, they actually, the way Doom Patrol is set up is that he basically experimented on them to try to stay alive longer. So basically, they hate him because he basically experimented on them. He destroyed their lives to try to get to live longer. So
I don't know if he destroy. Well, I guess certain means, they would have ended up being dead. Like Cliff would have just been dead if he didn't do what he did.
He took advantage of them. And then remember that show ended in a cliffhanger too.
Right. Yeah. She went into that portal to go after Candlemaker with some weapon that she was able to spawn herself. So
to fight Candlemaker. So.
And I do notice, I do consider Doom Patrol a little bit more drama than action-oriented.
Yeah, it is more drama,
It's not, Stargirl's more of a traditional kind of superhero show, like how Titans is, I guess that's why I like shows like Stargirl and Titans.
Yeah.
And, and I would like them just maybe slightly more than Doom Patrol. But like I said, my top 3 are, like Stargirl, Titans, and Doom Patrol. Like, if I was to just really quickly... like order it, that would be the order, and I guess I would score it like Titans and Stargirl both get like a 9, and then like Doom Patrol, not too far behind, gets a very, very strong 8.75. And that's really it. I mean,
like I said, Titans to me, I always like Titans, but the writing has to get improved because to me it's just too uneven. It's not as good as like Stargirl was really good, really good writing and stuff, and really tight, and it all ties in together. Same thing with Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol has really good drama. Doom Patrol plays with your emotions because it's just
it does.
Because you feel so sorry, especially when you see the backstory, especially like Crazy Jane. You see her backstory. She was abused by her father, and she split it off into all these different personalities and stuff. And then Cliff, of course, he didn't see his daughter for all those years. And then Larry too, the same thing. He's trying to connect with his family.
But the same can be said with the first season of Titans because we learned about Hawk and Dove and how he was kind of molested by that. Saw that episode. He's like, oh my God,
that was good. I like the Hawk and Dove better in the first season. Second season, not so much. The first season, I thought they were really strong in that first season where they went through their backstory and stuff, and you see all the things that happened to them. And I like the first season, but like I said, I think the writing is just a little too. It's not as good as Stargirl or Doom Patrol.
But I think the thing is, it might help maybe appreciate Titans a bit more. I guess maybe some people don't quite get it, but it is about how it's broken people. I guess much like Doom Patrol in a way, it's broken. Although they were experimented on, so that's kind of different premise. But we got broken people. They're heroes. They have powers and stuff like that. Advantages that are skill sets and advantage above like a regular person. But they have they have all these like they're broken. They come from broken families. They're kind of disturbed, and they're not they're kind of messed up internally and emotionally inside, just like everyone else. In some cases worse, but they're heroes. So it still shows how fragile they are, and that's what I really love about Titans. And it shows how when they're separate, when they're not together, they're kind of broken. But just like the tagline says on the Blu-ray, it says separate, something like alone they are broken. Together they are Titans. So when they're together. And just like I think they're stronger, and I think Dick Grayson said it best at the end of season 2 when he said, families can be, again, sorry for people watching, but his words were, families can be fucked up. Yeah. But I think you put enough broken people together, and you have something more strong. You have a family that's brought closer together, beyond blood. And that's truly what it is. I mean, you got all these people who aren't related to each other, but they are a family.
Yeah, that's true.
A hero families. I know people are like complaining about, and I see it. I agree with you too, but I try to look past it a little bit. Yeah. Well, with Wonder Girl dying by the electricity.
Yeah, that was.
If you watch it again though, that fight when she was fighting
Superboy.
Deathstroke. You said how she lost hard, but when I watched it again with my brother, it wasn't so bad. When Deathstroke went over there and killed all those Amazons at that Amazon office. Yeah. And then she got mad. Her emotions weren't all there because she saw that, number one, and so she wasn't focused. And number two, Deathstroke does have that healing ability. He's kind of got that healing factor, and she didn't start to lose hard until she lost her lasso. That thing was like a big thing, was a big thing for her. But she got some real good hits in at the beginning when she got that lasso. So she didn't lose that bad. The only thing I could really see that's kind of an issue was the dying by the electricity. That was kind of an issue for me. But other than that, I can't say like, because of that now I hate the whole season 2. That was really the only discrepancy I saw. But other than that, it was for the most part pretty solid, I thought.
Yeah, I like the flashbacks and stuff to the younger Titan when they were the different Titans, when they had Accolade and stuff with them and stuff. I like that part. Yeah. And I like Superboy's arc too. I thought that was excellent.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because he's fighting against the Luthor part of him, how he's got a dark side. Like I said, it comes back to everyone has something a little wrong with them. Something, they're broken, separate, but when they're together, they make themselves stronger because they talk each other up, and that's the whole premise of Titans. I think that's what they're going with for that show.
Yeah,
so they did an admirable job.
Okay, so let's move on to DC Fandome. Since we already talked about Stargirl, let's move on to DC Fandome. And since we were talking Titans anyway, they did have a panel.
I didn't see it. They had
a panel and they were basically talking about their favorite moments from the first 2 seasons. They were talking about that. Okay. And the producer was talking about what they're going to do in season 3. And I read a little something too. I know they're going to have Red Hood. They said they're going to introduce Red Hood into the thing. So we'll see with that. And I think Scarecrow too, because I think the Titans are supposed to move to back to Gotham, because remember they're in San Francisco right now. Yeah. So they're going to move back to Gotham, and then
the whole Titans.
Yeah, they're supposed to move, because I think they said Bruce Wayne is supposed to semi-retire. So he tells them that he asked Dick to move the Titans back to Gotham to take care of. So they're going to be taking care. They'll be back in Gotham.
Oh, okay.
Which is good. And Barbara Gordon they're going to introduce Commissioner Gordon. She's going to be the new commissioner, and so she's going to have that relationship with Dick, like he had with Batman had with Commissioner Gordon. So,
and then she's supposed to become Batgirl.
No, I think this is supposed to be after Batgirl, after she's Batgirl, because she's commissioner now. Because remember, she's the commissioner.
Okay.
She's supposed to be she's
Batman's time. She's not in She's not the Young Titans time. Okay.
No, she's supposed to be actually no, she's supposed to be Dick's age, around Dick's age, but she's supposed to be the commissioner now, and so he's gonna have that kind of relationship that that Batman had with with Commissioner Gordon like that. So they're supposed to be and like I said, they're gonna run into Scarecrow, and imagine other things, and plus I think Lex Luthor is supposed to make an appearance too, so which should be good.
Okay.
So you got a lot of good things coming up with Titans when they hopefully start filming. I know. I think what's her name? The girl that plays Starfire. I think somebody asked her.
I forgot her name, but she's great.
Yeah, Anna Dope. I think Anna Diop. I think that's her name. And they said they asked her when do you think they're going to start filming it. I think she said she thinks they're going to start filming next month, September. Yeah, they're going to start filming again. So. So next year, like I said, I don't think we're getting any TV shows and stuff until next year, just because they have to start filming stuff now. Yeah. And so you're not going to get anything until probably 2021, like The Flash and any other shows until next year, because they have to start filming. Because I think Canada is not as bad as the States in terms of COVID. The COVID.
But they don't film Titans in Canada.
No, they film that in Georgia, I think, right?
Yeah.
Georgia. I think they film that in Georgia. I know the Flash. Yeah. I think the CW shows they film in Canada.
Yeah, that's why I can't relate to any of that stuff. It's supposed to be taking place here. It's meant to be here in the States. But when I'm looking around, I'm like, the buildings, they don't look familiar to me. They look foreign to me. They don't look like American buildings. So
Canada. They always
the Canadian stuff.
Exactly, and they always film that in the same warehouses, which really bad. Especially Arrow. They always fight in warehouses, which just makes me laugh. They always fight in the same warehouse.
I just can't relate to their locations. I mean, it's meant to be America, but just don't look like American. So,
Stargirl films in Georgia too.
Yeah, that's why that looks like it's America. I mean, I can tell. It looks like like your sweet old American town where they come from, and
exactly. But and they just had, like I said, if you get a chance, you should watch the panel, because they joke around with each other and they talk about their favorite moments from the first 2 seasons.
If you could link that later, at the end of this,
I'll send you a link, because it should be up. It should be on the internet now, YouTube. Yeah, but I watched DC Fandome too. That was pretty good. I was watching it on my iPad.
Some stuff.
Yeah, they had some good stuff on there. And so since we talked Titans, let's move on from Titans to. Do you want to talk about the Batman?
Okay, let's go ahead and talk about that. Okay, I got maybe some things to say, but I'm so excited. But
I was, you know what? There was something in the Batman that I didn't see, because I know Colin Farrell was supposed to be playing the Penguin.
Yeah, he don't look at all like Colin Farrell. When I saw that, I was like, "What the?" And my brother's watching it. That's Colin Farrell.
You know who I thought that was? There's
that other actor that looks
Powers Booth. There's an actor.
Oh, you thought that was Powers Booth?
Yeah, that's who I thought that was. I said, wait a minute, that's because they said somebody told me. He said he was in there. I said the only thing we didn't see was the Penguin, and they said that was him. I said, that's him, but they said, yeah, that's makeup. They put makeup on him, so that way he looks a little different. He looks, they put
Powers Booth is dead. He's been dead.
He died, right?
He's been dead since Sin City. You remember that when he was in Sin City?
Yeah,
I think not long after that he died, and I was like,
and I know he was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. too.
Yeah, no, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. No, I think
he was.
Avengers 1. He came in on the screen when he was on Avengers. He was part of that. That shield, the shield. I don't know what you call it, but the panel thing of the shield.
I know.
In Avengers.
The council.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he did die. That's right, a couple of years ago.
He died. Yeah.
But I swear to God, I thought that's who it was. I saw that face. I said, wait a minute, that's not Colin Farrell. They said, no, that was him. They said they put makeup on him. Yeah, so he looks totally different.
Someone lied to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, but anyway, I thought that was pretty good. There was a scene where he was where they because I think Joker is supposed, not the Joker, the Riddler is supposed to be the main villain.
What's a Riddler? Okay,
the Riddler, because that's why he's sending Batman those little notes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And you saw the commissioner showed him, remember, because this is supposed to be Batman year 2.
Oh, so it is. Okay.
So obviously he has a working relationship with James Gordon, because he's at the crime scene. You see him walk up to him yeah. And there's a scene later in the trailer where it looks like he's trying to get at somebody and he's fighting cops. There's a scene he's fighting cops, and then you see him.
Who's fighting cops?
Batman. If you look at the trailer and you look, there's a scene towards the end of it where he's inside the police. I think it's inside the police station, where you see a bunch of cops around and they look like they're trying to fight him, and he's trying to get to somebody. And if you look at it real close, he's trying to get to somebody. You see all these cops around. And then you see there's another shot where he's using his grappling gun, and he fires it, and he he escapes that way.
Okay.
Look at the trail, you see that. But I liked how intense he was. He was really intense, and there was a quick shot of him fighting Catwoman too.
That looked good.
Yeah, and then that scene when he beats the crap out of that dude.
Yeah, I gotta say something about that. Okay,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's cool, but I saw in people's reactions too, they got super excited. I mean, I thought it was like, okay, it's cool, but it wasn't that great. Or they're like jumping out of their seats like super, going real like I don't know, but it wasn't like he was doing Jackie Chan moves or anything. It wasn't anything.
No, he just straight beating the crap out of him.
He was just using the one hand. Yeah, it's just a straight up beat down. It's just a straight up that. Nothing too.
Yeah, he wasn't doing kung fu or anything.
He wasn't doing kung fu, even though I'm sure I know he can do it.
He's exactly.
Ninjutsu.
And we didn't get to see Alpha. You got to hear his voice because the guy was saying you're becoming real popular, right? That was Alfred.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You hear him twice. I think he goes, "You're getting to be real popular," and then why would he send this stuff to you? I think he talks twice. You hear his voice. You just don't see him, but you hear his voice twice, and then you see the Batmobile. You see the back of it, and then you see this, that explosion and stuff. But see, in the beginning of it, you hear that the guy is, he's wrapping up the what do you call that tape? Masking tape on that guy.
Yeah, the duct tape. Yeah,
duct tape, and exactly. And that's supposed to be the Riddler because he's leaving all these clues and stuff. And then you see that one shot where the guy he has a sign that says to Batman.
Yeah,
He has a thing strapped to him.
Yeah.
So. It's good.
Something like what it said even before the two Batman. There was something that said no more lies or something.
No more lies. That's what it said. No more lies. Yeah, exactly. So he's leaving all these little these clues for Batman and stuff. So
I wonder if that's supposed to be if Joker's supposed to be the villain there. Then I wonder why those henchmen look like the Riddler. Why the henchmen look like they're Jokers? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but I think that's a totally separate thing. I think that's separate from the Riddler because they just look like they was like street guys, punks on the street. So so maybe they do work for the Joker or something. They were just on the because remember he just. But I don't think that's part of the the Riddler. And then they said I read that the Penguin, like they don't call him the Penguin, but he's supposed to be eventually become the Penguin.
Okay. Whoa.
But they don't they don't call him the Penguin, even though I think they said they don't call him that to his face.
Oh,
like they call that behind his back.
Okay, that's right. I remember hearing that. Yeah, they don't call that to his face.
Yes, but he's supposed to become the the Penguin because remember there's supposed to be 3 films. Matt Reeves is doing 3 films, in this trilogy. It's supposed to be a trilogy, so 3 films.
Okay, and this will not. This obviously has nothing.
This is going to be a whole separate thing from the Justice League and stuff. That's supposed to be a totally separate universe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not connected to the Joker either. It's just supposed to be separate from.
But now that's another thing too. I feel as if I think with DC, I mean Marvel is kind of infamous for doing it too, but I think DC is kind of like the worst at rebooting too many times and having too many things of a franchise of different, there's a different set.
They had Jim Lee on, the guy, the president of the comic books and stuff, and they had I forgot the guy's name who's in charge of film production, but they were saying they're gonna have this is a multiverse for them, so that way you can have separate stories, so they don't.
Okay.
You can have basically separate Earths. Basically, he said it's gonna be like a multiverse, so that way individual directors can do their own thing. They don't have to worry about being tied into the other movies. So that's why you got Justice League over here, you got the Joker here, you got the Batman thing right here, and then remember now you're gonna have Black Adam, which I think is gonna be tied into the
Black Adam. Isn't he a Shazam villain?
Yeah,
played by Mark Strong, and I saw it looked like they got a different guy to play Black Adam, but isn't it supposed to be Mark Strong?
No, Black Adam's supposed to be The Rock.
Yeah, but Black. So who's Mark Strong?
Mark Strong was Doctor. What's his name? I forgot his name. Doctor. I forget the name, but he's another villain. Doctor. I can't remember the name.
I thought he was meant to be Black Adam.
No. Remember, because Black Adam comes first. Black Adam's like the first person that they give the powers to. The wizards give the power to, and then he goes bad, and then they trap him.
Okay.
And then they trap him, and then he breaks free years later, like thousands of years later, he breaks free.
Okay.
And after Shazam has been given the powers and stuff, and then they clash and fight. So The Rock, if you saw the panel for The Rock, his presentation of Black Adam, he goes through the story and he tells how he used to be, he was a slave basically, and to free his
Right.
people. He got the powers, and he used the powers to free his people, but he went too far. So they basically imprisoned him. They took the powers from him and they imprisoned him. And then he breaks free like thousands of years later. He breaks free. Now, if you look at the presentation that they had, The Rock is going to be fighting the Justice Society, which is going to be Hawkman, Atom Smasher. I forgot they said a female hero. I can't remember her name. And I think it's supposed to be, is it? Oh, yeah. And Dr. Fate.
Hey.
Dr. Fate.
And you did say Justice Society, right? The Stargirl
Justice Society. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool.
Exactly. So he's supposed to be fighting. He's supposed to be, because they're going to make him more, they say more of an anti-hero thing, like, like more of an anti-hero. Like they'll be fighting him at first, but then they'll team up together. And now they're supposed to remember this DC Fandome got split into two things because September 12th is supposed to be.
There's another one.
Yeah, on September 12th. And it's supposed to be more. Remember, the first one was kind of more Batman oriented. The second one's supposed to be more Superman oriented. So you may find out if Henry Cavill is going to be in the Black Adam movie, because that's what a lot of people are speculating, that he's going to be in the Black Adam movie. He's going to be in the Shazam movie, and he'll be in another Justice League movie if they ever, and he'll get a solo movie. So that's what people. Yeah, that's what people are hopefully that happens. They make that announcement when they have the second part of the DC Fandome thing on the 12th of December. Not December, September. So they're hoping that that's what they announce.
Yeah, so, because Ben Affleck agreed again to be.
Yeah, he's going to be in the Flash movie, which is good. Yeah. Him and Michael Keaton's going to be in there. So that should be good. So he'll be hopping back and forth through time and stuff. They're going to change it around. It won't be like the Flash Point, cartoon. It's
cartoon. You mean
the animated movie? The animated movie.
Well, you're not talking about Crisis on Infinite.
No, I'm talking about Flashpoint, the one where Barry goes back in time and saves his mom, and it changes everything. Then you got Thomas Wayne as Batman.
Okay.
Bruce Wayne died. His mother becomes the Joker.
So this is going to be different from that.
Yeah, they're going to change it around. It won't be exactly like the comic books. They're going to change it around. And they were saying that Michael Keaton's character, they may keep him around for multiple movies. Like he may. They may make him like a Batman Beyond movie.
Woo! Yeah.
And maybe they'll have him mentor Batgirl too. They were thinking about doing it too. So
because I've always wanted that guy to come back as a Batman. I know for me, because I started with that guy as Batman. I know people say, well, I think one person, I remember my brother's friend. It was a female. This was many years ago though, and we were watching Batman. This is already like 2005 or something like that, but still, and then she's like the same way with me, say, Michael Keaton, that guy is like always going to be Batman to me and everything. And then as we're watching it too, he goes, the only thing I don't like, how'd you put it, is that rat nest on his head.
Come on.
And I was like, oh, well, come on now.
Yeah, come on.
It's fine. No, he's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But other than that, she's fine with him.
Okay, but they got good possibilities with him coming back and being in multiple movies, which should be good. Now, this is just the theory. I heard they said if the Justice League Snyder Cut becomes successful enough, that they might just they'll make a Justice League 2, bring Zack back to make Justice League 2, and have what was the other thing? Have that, because remember, Whatchcott wrote a script for a Batman movie that never got made.
Who wrote a script?
Ben Affleck. Remember, he was going to direct it. The Batman movie before Matt Reeves came along and decided to do his own thing. Ben Affleck was going to direct his own He was going to star and direct his own. Ben Affleck, and he was going to fight Deathstroke. Remember, that's why Deathstroke was at the end of the Justice League movie, the other one.
Yeah,
he was supposed to fight Deathstroke in his solo movie. So they said if it's successful enough, they may just have it on HBO Max. The Ben Affleck as Batman on HBO Max. Have it.
For these sequels that are going to be sequels to Justice League, are they going by the theatrical Justice League, or you think they're going
to probably go by the Snyder Cut.
That's good.
They'll go by the Snyder Cut, exactly. So, and remember that the Justice League is supposed to be Snyder Cut's supposed to be 4 1-hour things.
Oh yeah. That's going to be a mini series. I heard.
Yeah, 4 1-hour things, and then at the end they said they'll make it one. So if you want to watch it all together, all at once.
Oh yeah.
Like that. And they said for people that's overseas, they don't have HBO Max, they're working on a distribution deal.
Oh,
so they can see it. So they get to see it. So
yeah, I can
so
see it. I'm here.
yeah, that's good. So I like that, and I like the footage they showed. That was pretty cool. You got to see Black Suit Superman, and
Oh,
then you got to see more Cyborg. And this,
yeah. What's Cyborg's father? It looked like he died, whereas he didn't die.
yeah, I read that before that he had died in the original Zack's version. He died, and yeah, and another thing, you see, there's a part in that trailer where Superman's mom comes to see Lois Lane.
Yeah, and he hugging them both. Yeah,
yeah. They said that scene is supposed to be after she leaves. You see her change into Martian Manhunter.
Who changes to Martian Manhunter? The mom?
Yeah, she changed into Martian Manhunter, and then she changed into General Swanwick. Remember the black guy general in the first Man of Steel movie that wanted to capture Superman?
I think so. Yeah.
He didn't trust Superman. They said he's supposed to be Martian Manhunter in Zack Snyder's version. He's supposed to be Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, we didn't see no Martian Manhunter at all.
Exactly. So they say, and another thing, they in the original in Zack's script for at the end of the movie, Bruce Wayne's supposed to be visited by
three ghosts
by Green Lantern, not Thanos. By Green Lantern, and he tells him that Darkseid is coming.
Yeah.
So
that's right, and we're gonna.
So that's why people are talking about that Ryan, because people keep speculating that he's gonna get Ryan Reynolds to come back to make that little cameo as the Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, really?
Yeah, exactly. That's what they were talking about. So
I don't have a problem with that because. That's another thing I feel as if they need consistency. They don't need to keep rebooting and abandoning everything. Just keep with the same thing that people know and love. That's why everyone cheered so much when Avengers was made and they all came together because they'd seen the films prior. So don't erase the past, your past DC stuff. Just add upon that.
No, like you say, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Justice League. So they'll be all their own separate thing because they all, if you follow that one storyline, it'll make sense now with his version of Justice League. It'll all make sense.
Good.
Like the Nightmare Vision. If you see in the trailer there, you see the Justice League in ruins. You see it says Justice League.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then you saw the little Joker card fly by.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, and you saw there was two other Easter eggs. You saw Aquaman's Triton stuck in that thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, on the left, and then you also see Wonder Woman's shield. If you look on the right hand side, you see Wonder Woman's shield cracked. It's cracked. And it's right there on the right hand side. When the camera pans in, if you look on the right hand side, you'll see her shield. So in that Nightmare version, they get defeat. I heard, because this is what I heard in the original. Because remember, Justice League was supposed to be originally like two movies.
Oh.
And in the first movie, they were going to fail. They were going to go to Apocalypse and challenge Darkseid and fail and get defeated.
Nice.
And then he would take over the Earth and all that stuff. And then you get the Nightmare Vision that Batman had in Batman v Superman. That Nightmare Vision where Superman's evil. And they said, and Lois, because they said Darkseid kills Lois, which makes Superman crack, makes him go nuts.
Oh, jeez.
Exactly, and become evil. But then in the second movie, Flash is supposed to go back in time and stop them from going to Apocalypse. And then they team up.
It's just like that Justice League Apocalypse. Justice League Dark Apocalypse, the cartoon that just came out.
Exactly. That's what happened. Exactly, something like that.
Oh,
exactly. That was Zack's original plan, to do like 2 movies like that.
Okay. Oh, hey, look at this. This is Holly Crawford. No, I know this person. This person's cool. That's why I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. I don't think it's Holly. I think it's Holy or something. Holy Crawford. It's a dude. Yeah, hey, what's going on, Holy? Yeah. This person's cool. Yeah. Thanks so much for supporting my channel and everything, and also for commenting. And you know what? If you don't know who Trey Passer is, he's like one of my very oldest friends on here. Go check him out and subscribe to him. He's very, very super knowledgeable about DC. So thank you. And he brought to my attention that in season 2 of Titans, maybe you can write it in there again, Holy. But you said that the stunt man person died, and they gave they gave like a shout out thing, at the end, like in memory of, and then the stunt man. So he died,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I did hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah, he brought that to my attention. So
but
real quick, kind of like as a side thing,
go ahead.
You of course know about Chadwick.
Yeah, Boseman. Yeah, he died. Yes, I got the alert on my phone yesterday. Yeah, I didn't. Because I know a couple of weeks ago, I think it was a couple of months ago, they showed a picture, and they were somebody was speculating. They said, "Oh, they think he's going to lose the role because he looks like he's sick or something. But I didn't pay no attention to it.
I didn't see him look sick to me. He looked fine.
There was a picture of him. Well, he looked like he just looked skinnier than he normally looks.
Oh,
so
okay.
but I didn't think nothing of it. I thought, okay, he just maybe he lost
weight
for a role or something maybe. So I didn't think nothing of it. But apparently, a couple of years ago, he got diagnosed with cancer, and he was getting treated and stuff while he was filming these movies and stuff. He was getting treated and stuff, and getting the the radiation treatment and stuff, and so a couple of surgeries they said he had, but then he lost his fight with the cancer, and he had to work. Like I said, he had stage 4 colon cancer.
Ouch! Stage 4. That's
4. That's the most. Yeah, that's the
worst.
Most, yeah, exactly. And that's why they tell you. I think if you're over age 40, you should get tested every couple of years for cancer just to get the colonoscopy, so that way they can. Because I had it like a year and a half ago. I had to test to make sure, because they said you should have it every 5 years, I think, so, or every 5 or 3.5 years you should have it just to make sure.
At what age do you start that?
I think it's over 40. I think it's if you're over 40.
Oh, shit, I'm long overdue then, because
you should definitely talk to your doctor about that, because
is it free?
The test.
Oh, you got insurance and everything. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. The tests are free. If you go to certain places, they are free. Exactly.
Okay.
But you should definitely do that because cancer, if you don't catch it in time, it can ravage through your body and stuff. It's a real serious thing. That's why you should always definitely do that. That's why I'm going to have it again in another year and a half. I'm going to take my test again, take it again, because I want to make sure you stay on top of that.
Yeah.
Because you see the commercials all the time. They tell you you should always screen for colon cancer because that's the most lethal, one of the most lethal cancers. And if you have it and you don't know about it and you don't catch it in time, it could it could really ravage your body and stuff. So you got to be on top of that.
I hate to say it, but I mean, I know I probably have something. I don't know if it's like super bad or what. I know there's something wrong, like some medical. I haven't had a checkup. I would just say for a very long time. Let's just say, let's just say like over 20 years, like any kind of physical. So, I could feel in my body. There's some things kind of like wrong.
But you should definitely, like I said, New York. I don't know how it is in your state, but in New York they have these places called city meds. Like before, they used to have. People were used to go, especially in New York, they used to go they used to use the hospital as doctors, like for the emergency room as doctors. Instead of going to a doctor, they would go to the emergency rooms where you have to sit in the emergency rooms all night and stuff, waiting to be seen. But they open up these places called city med places, which are all around the boroughs in New York, where you can go, you can get, they have a doctor can see you and give you a physical and all that stuff and make sure that you're okay. So that way you can see that, and then he can recommend if you need to see another doctor. It's a nice place. They call city med places. They have it all over New York. They're nice and convenient place. So that way you don't have to go to an emergency room and sit in the emergency room all hours waiting to get seen.
I'll look into that too if we have anything like that here.
They probably have something like that in Chicago too.
Because I do have a regular kind of physician I can go to, and I could go for my physical over there. With my insurance that I have.
But you should definitely get that checked out because you don't want to
over 20.
Yeah, you don't want to be surprised by anything. Exactly, because if you wait too late, it could spread, and then forget about it. You can't do anything about it. Like my brother here, he's gonna have to start dialysis pretty soon.
Oh God!
Because because he's he kind of neglected his health for a long time and stuff. So he has to. The doctor told him. My brother went to see him the other week, and they said he's gonna have to start dialysis pretty soon. So that's gonna wipe him out. He's gonna have to do that. I think once a week, and I know that's gonna wipe him out mentally. He's gonna be weak and stuff from that, but he has to do it if he wants to live. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh man.
Okay, but let's not. I don't want to bump you out.
Not too much about that. And getting back to this though, and this is like because it's still it's relevant to here. What Holly also put up, he put. Okay, of course we talked about the Chadwick Boseman thing. Okay, we touched up on that, and he also put Warren Appleby is a stunt coordinator and stunt man for Titans. Got stabbed by a stunt gone wrong.
Jesus.
And Holly Crawford. Holly said, okay. What did he put here? Warren Appleby, stunt coordinator and stunt man for Titans, got stabbed. Oh, he just repeated it again. Okay, so he's basically letting me know that he got stabbed.
Yeah.
That's what happened. The guy's Warren Appleby is his name.
Oh, okay.
Stabbed from a stunt.
Jesus.
That's how he died.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I did remember reading something about that. One of the coordinators died and stuff. But
Jesus, yeah.
that's crazy. But anyway, and we were talking again. We were talking again. The sequels, like, you know, and I'm hoping when they announce they have DC Fandom on the 12th that they say, okay, Henry Cavill signed a new contract and he's Superman. They're going to make his Man of Steel sequels. He's going to be in the. I know because him and The Rock has the same agent, his ex-wife. So he could be in Black Adam movie. I want to see him and I want to see him in the Shazam movie too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So hopefully Henry Cavill, you know, he'll sign a new contract. He'll still be Superman.
And for the new Justice League, let's go ahead and add Shazam there. And
yeah, I think they were talking about it too. That they'll put him in the Justice League, and they'll put Green Lantern too. So remember, there's supposed to be a Green Lantern series on HBO Max too.
Is it going to be that guy Diggle? Because I just
that was the CW.
Let's keep that separate. I mean,
no, that was CW.
Okay, yeah.
On HBO Max, there's supposed to be a Green Lantern TV show.
Good.
So Diggle. They just did that because that was Green Lantern. Remember, that was the last season of Green Lantern. Not Green Lantern, Green Arrow.
It's just ending. So yeah.
So they just did that. But that was just like a little nod to that. But there's supposed to be a separate series, a Green Lantern series on HBO Max. So that I think that What's supposed to be producing. I think the Great Valenti too, but they're gonna have more money obviously because it's on HBO Max.
Which again, what's circling back real quickly for briefly about Stargirl. Just so sad then now that it is going to CW, that money that they used to have or would have had if they went to HBO Max is just not going to be available to them.
I just hope they keep the same. As long as they keep the same showrunners and same writers, then it should be okay.
Then it should be okay.
And the same amount of episodes too. Exactly. Then it should be okay.
And Holy also says here, I am 46 years old and my dad was 60 when he passed away back in 2002 from colon cancer. I'm very, very sorry about that.
Yeah, because they said that's one of the more deadly cancers. So you definitely have to be on top of that and make sure that you get the colonoscopy. And like I said, I had it, and trust me, it's painless. Once they knock you out, you ain't gonna feel anything. I remember going to the when I went into the thing and the doctor says, okay, he said we're gonna give you a shot, put you to sleep. And next thing I know, I woke up in the thing. It was like that instantaneous.
Oh, that's great. Oh man, it's just like in the movie or in the series.
Oh yeah, he said
I was out for.
Yeah, he told me I'm gonna put you to sleep.
Oh,
I don't even remember going to sleep. All I remember is waking up.
All you remember is waking up, and that's how it should be.
So that's how fast it was.
All torture,
Exactly. So
any kind of torture.
Yeah. So and they were playing music when I went to the thing. They were playing music in the. And you walk it. Yeah, because when they wheel you in there,
yeah,
and he was playing doctor. Yeah, they're playing music in there, and the doctor said, "Okay," he said, "I'm gonna put you to sleep," and he just did it like that. And next thing you know, I woke up in recovery. I woke up, and said, "Oh, okay." That was okay.
That was you felt no pain after, right?
I'm sorry, what?
You felt no pain after, like literally.
No.
You got out of it. You're okay.
Because remember, you have to. You're not supposed to eat anything like 24 hours. You're supposed to. The only thing you can eat is like ice pops, like you can drink. Like soup. Soup without
any kind of meat or anything in there.
Yeah, no, nothing. You got it. There's a certain type of soup that has nothing in it, like a broth soup.
Broth soup. Okay.
You can have pops. You can drink water and stuff, but you can't. And you're supposed to drink this. They give you this powder thing that you put in like Gatorade. You can put it in. You put it in Gatorade, and then you're supposed to drink it. And it's supposed to, and you go to the bathroom like every 5 minutes. You go,
Jesus,
and you can't because it basically empties you out. So that way you have nothing in your body. Because remember, they're sticking a camera up your butt. So
yeah.
So you're supposed to have. It's supposed to empty you out. Basically, it's supposed to empty you out so you don't have anything in your system. So you're starving after I came from the hospital from the clinic, and I had soup because remember you got to go slowly. You can't eat solid food for a little bit. You got to go slowly. So I got soup and some crackers and ate that. And later in the day I ate a plain sandwich, just a plain sandwich to build your stomach back up because you can't. If you try to eat something solid like that, you'll throw up because remember there's nothing in your stomach. There's nothing. Yeah. You basically wipe out. Basically that powder. It cleans out your stomach, so you have nothing in your stomach. And they give you You'll see when they'll give you instructions. The doctor tell you what you can eat. what you can't eat, and all that stuff, and what you're supposed to, So, and then when you can eat, after you had it. So
looks like Holy kind of agrees with you too. He says, I hate to ask. He's saying here, I hate to ask this, but how long did it take for them to do the colonoscopy?
Like it was like 5 minutes. Once they wheel you in, I'm telling you, I woke up. The longest wait was waiting for them to wheel me in.
Okay.
Once you go there, you take off your clothes and you put on the gown, and they put you in the bed. They check your your pulse and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you're basically waiting for them to wheel you in. Right? So that was longer than actually once they wheeled me in. Like I said,
I think what he's asking though, even though it may seem instantaneous, how long was it actually?
I think it was maybe maybe 10 minutes, maybe.
Oh, it's just 10 minutes for that?
Yeah, it's not that fast because trust me, they already got you prepped. So when they wheel you in and they put you to sleep, they he does his thing with the camera, takes the pictures, then take it out, and then they wheel you back out.
It's not like a surgical. It doesn't take like 5 hours or anything.
No. No.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, it's fast. Trust me, it's fast.
It's fast.
Yeah.
You wake up fast. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was like instantaneous.
Okay.
You're not gonna feel anything at all. It's not painful or anything.
Okay. Okay.
But you definitely should have that colonoscopy because that's especially when you get older because you're more susceptible to getting cancer and all that stuff. So
yeah,
you definitely should have that test.
About that and try to see about getting that first physical. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then a colonoscopy is definitely recommended because I was having pains in my stomach. I was getting cramps in my stomach.
Oh.
So I went to the doctor and he gave me these pills. But she asked me. She said, "You're in that certain age range. You've never had a colonoscopy before." I said, "No." She said, "Well, I'm going to schedule because you're in that age range. You should have it." So she said, "I'll schedule for," and that's when we went and stuff. So you definitely should.
But what was wrong with your stomach? You're okay, right?
Yeah. I was just getting cramps and stuff, and then she gave me these pills, and then I haven't had these cramps since that time, so I've been good.
Okay. They fixed you, so that's good.
Yeah, so because sometimes you get cramps and stuff. If you get cramps, and because I tend to eat before I go to bed.
Oh yeah, yes.
Which is not good. You're not supposed to really eat before you go to bed. You're supposed to really kind of spread it out before you. And I tend to eat just before I go to bed. So then your stomach tends to cramp up. Sometimes.
Yeah. But here's the thing: what I try to do to balance things out too. With the food I eat, I do work out. I mean, do you exercise regularly?
Yeah, I do my little sit-ups here. I got my little duffel bag.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's good.
So I try to exercise at least 4 times a week at least, so that way.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So keep myself, in relative shape. And I walk, like I said, back and forth, like from when I got to walk to go to the subway to go to my job. Yeah, that's a walk. That's a walk from here to there, and then walking. So I walk. I keep. And when I got to go to shopping and go to the supermarket and stuff, it's a walk because I got to walk all the way down the hill and all the way back, and I carry. So I'm active, so I don't. I make sure I stay. Relatively in good shape. So
yeah. But let's get back to this too, because Holy also said that Henry Cavill is returning as Superman, hopefully leading up to a Black Adam versus Superman. Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping too. I hope when they do the second part of DC Fandom, I hope they make that announcement then, because it's supposed to be like 4 or 3 Superman panels during the second during the DC Fandom Part 2. There's supposed to be like 3 or 4 Superman panels. I think they're going to be talking about Superman Man of Tomorrow, which I just watched today.
I saw that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah,
I like that. That was good too.
I think I reviewed it. Yeah. I did my review of it. So yeah, and I can't remember what I gave it, but I think I gave it around like an 8.5, something like that.
It was pretty good. I liked it. I like Lobo. Lobo was great.
Yeah, Lobo was great. And he, they made him really look like very, very close to what he looked like in Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah,
those cartoons. Yeah,
back Main Man. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Oh, I love that guy.
I love Lobo. Yeah.
And
you know who would be the perfect Lobo, right? But he's already Aquaman. Jason Momoa would be perfect Lobo.
Oh yeah, he would have been a perfect.
Yeah, he would have been perfect Lobo.
Aqua.
Yeah.
When I see Aqua, I don't see Aqua as like how Aquaman. I don't see him as how they made him as Jason Momoa. Yeah. I see him more of like a little bit more slender and like kind of short hair, not like what they kind of went like a surfer route with him. Yeah. And that's fine. It's too late, but I mean, I kind of wish they didn't go that way and
Yeah.
done what maybe what you just said. Yeah, have Jason Momoa be a Lobo.
Lobo.
Everything.
He would have been perfect as Lobo.
Yeah.
But you know who else would have been a good Lobo too? But now he's probably too old now. But Ron Perlman, he would have been a perfect.
Yeah, he would have
been a perfect Lobo.
The guy's like 60 or 70 now or something.
Yeah, exactly. But he would have been a perfect Lobo too, because he plays. He played. Remember, what's the character that he played? With the horns.
He was Hellboy.
Yeah, Hellboy. Exactly. Hellboy is basically Lobo anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Really? Kind of like how they made him. Yeah.
Exactly.
What did you think? I know we're kind of getting a little bit off track, but that's okay. It's
it happens.
What do you think of the David Harbour Hellboy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked him as Hellboy. The script wasn't as good for him as the other ones, as the other movies. So that was kind of messed up. They didn't have a good script. But I
appreciate the R rating though.
Exactly. Yeah,
you can get away with more.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, he was good as Hellboy. I didn't mind him as Hellboy. I wish the script would have been stronger, and for that movie. But
do you think there's going to be a sequel to that, or because it did so bad?
I don't think they will. Unfortunately,
it's very sad.
Yeah, that is sad because he made a good Hellboy. He did make a good. He had to look right, and he acted right, but it's just the script was kind of weak. So fortunately, that's what what you get. But anyway, speaking of we talked Black Adam, right? Okay, we talked. Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad. Now, just add a "the" in front of everything, and it's a whole new thing, right?
It's the Suicide Squad, and they got the perfect director for that.
Yeah,
James Gunn is the perfect guy for that little bit that because they had like a little game show thing.
Again, I didn't see that.
He had like all the actors. They were playing basically like Quizmaster. He was like quizzing all of them and stuff. It was pretty funny and pretty good with all the actors and stuff. But he got a big cast for the Suicide Squad too. He got a really big cast and stuff for that. But it looks like a fun movie. It looks like sort of like the Dirty Dozen in a way.
I like that. Okay.
So it looks really good. And like I said, he got a big cast. So a lot of people are gonna die. A lot of people are gonna.
Of course, but let's hope that not.
Yeah.
Don't kill off half the people because I want to see some of them come back. And I wanted to mention about with the Suicide Squad, the first Suicide Squad, the one with Will Smith in there, and Joker, or not Joker, that's Suicide because it had that's the one that had Joker in it, right?
Yeah, it was a movie, but they cut his scenes.
Because is it meant to be like Birds of Prey, the Emancipation, that one, Harley Quinn, and then is it meant to be canon to that?
This movie, that Suicide Squad movie was before Harley. I guess that's a direct sequel to. I guess Harley Quinn is a direct sequel to Suicide Squad because that's after, and she breaks up the Joker and stuff. So that's like after. Because remember, she leaves to go with the Joker.
You're saying the Birds of Prey is a prequel to that?
No, it's a sequel to the old Suicide Squad. It's a sequel.
It is a sequel. Okay, so it's meant to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this upcoming one is meant. So it's all still one because it's the same actress. It's still Margot Robbie.
Yeah, Margot Robbie. So that's So
so that's good. Thank God for that.
Yeah, and
I like that Birds of Prey. I thought it was great. And that whole egg sandwich scene was just great. I loved it all. I made that egg sandwich last night.
Oh yeah.
Picture of it. Go look on Facebook. Look on the our Facebook group. I posted it. I cooked it exactly to perfection, the way she had it. I had the video on and everything, and then listened to how it was made and everything with the hot sauce at the end. Everything was
okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it because, like I said, he got a good cast.
Yeah.
A lot of good actors in it, and it looks like they had a lot of fun making that movie with him. So I'm looking forward to
the plot of it, like this coming on so much, or it looks like
they didn't really. It was like a behind scenes featurette.
Because
they were talking about working,
they
were talking about working with James Gunn and stuff, and how much fun they had, they had making the movie and stuff. And they showed a couple of explosions and all that stuff and stuff. And then they showed, like I said, and then the panel was mostly them. They were like quizzing each other. They were doing like a game show. They were like pairing off with each other and stuff. It was actually pretty fun. So it shows that they had a good time filming the movie and stuff. You can tell they had a good time filming the movie with him. So
nice.
So that should be a good movie. I'm looking forward to that coming out too.
And since we're kind of like on like group superhero type things, do you have any intention to go see the New Mutants in theaters, or are you waiting?
Well, they're not opening up theaters in New York yet.
Oh,
New
okay.
York, not New York is like I said, Cuomo is being very. I don't think they're going to open up theaters till maybe next month.
Okay.
So
I say
I may
also,
have to see it other ways.
yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about because that's what I'm talking about. Because if we do see it,
Yeah,
as if folks don't know, but hey,
exactly.
when it comes those other ways and we see it, you want to
Yeah,
do a hangout. I
sure.
think that okay, that's good.
Sure, I would love to do it because and Tenet too is out too. But like I said, they haven't opened up movie theaters in New York yet.
Yeah,
So
well, what exactly is Tenet? I didn't quite. Is that
Tenet,
like
that's the
rated?
Christopher Nolan movie. It's the
Okay,
Christopher Nolan movie.
looked like
With
there were powers in that thing. Like
yeah, they got a lot of good stars, and they got Michael Caine. They got Denzel Washington's son is in it. He's in it. Who else? The dude that's Robert Pattinson's in it. He's
Okay,
in,
okay.
yeah. Who else? They got a lot of stars in it. What's the name? Kenneth Branagh. He's in it.
Oh, hey, okay.
Yeah,
I like that
they
guy.
got a
Yeah.
lot of stars in it. Yeah. So like I said, any Christopher Nolan movie I gotta see. So I'm definitely want to see that. I want to see that. Like I said, I want to see that in the theater. So hopefully, I'm hoping
Oh,
that
you know.
they open up theaters because you know what I think the thing is that they have to make sure the theaters have that filter on their air conditioners so that way they don't filter the air around. They keep
Okay.
circling. So I think he wants to wait and see. So they make sure they inspect it and make sure they put a special filter in the theater so that way the air is not circulating around and so that way you don't get COVID-19.
So when they do open it, I mean, you are
yeah,
willing to risk it, right?
yeah, oh yeah. Once they say it's okay, once he said it's okay, I'm gonna bring my mask with me though. I'm
Yeah,
gonna bring my mask with me and
yeah.
I'll sit in there with my mask on. So I'm
And
okay.
and hopefully they have a thing where because
Yeah,
they do this in certain when I went to Brown's Chicken. I don't know if you know.
yeah.
Did you know Brown's Chicken?
No, what's Brown's?
It's like Kentucky Fried Chicken or Popeye's Chicken. It's
Oh, okay.
chicken restaurant.
Yeah,
And they kind of opened up where the dine-in section, but the way
yeah,
they had it was table 1 and then table 2. They X that out. They put a tape so you can't sit there, and then table 3. They skip every other table for the social distancing.
yeah,
So hopefully
yeah.
they do something like that in the theater.
Because there's a restaurant that my sister and my brother took us to eat. They used to have indoor dining, but they don't have in the parking lot now. They put the dining out in the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
And stuff, and they keep the tables separate and stuff, and they
Yeah.
have like a big like umbrella thing that covers you. So
Okay,
you have to eat out. You have to eat outside in the parking lot. They have outdoor park. Because a lot of restaurants I've seen, like there's even a restaurant that's down the hill from us now. They have it outside. You can't eat inside the restaurant. You got to eat outside. They have the dining. They have the guard. So especially in New York now, it's even downtown where I work. You can see you come out. There's a restaurant when you walk on your way to Subway where you can eat outside. They have the stuff into the street. They have it into the street. So they have the guardrail over there. So you can they put the tables outside and they keep them separated. So now you have outdoor dining. Now you have outdoor dining. So that way the restaurants can make money and stuff. You can have, but you eat outdoors, which is good. So that way you keep people separated and which is good. So I'm
good.
See, in New York, you see they canceled all the Broadway shows until next year, till 2021.
Wow.
All the theaters, because I think that all those old theaters that they got, they have to get them retrofitted so they can have the special filter before he'll let them open up those Broadway theaters. So they're all supposed to be shut down until January. So,
but that's why they have that Broadway show Hamilton on the Disney Plus thing. You can
exactly. Exactly.
I haven't seen it yet, but
yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't watch that yet either. But now what else was it? We were talking Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah, and real quick, let's interject with what Holly has to say. Any update on Star? Oh yeah, he's got a question. Any update on Stargirl season 2 next year and who the villains will be? I know one of them will be the Shade.
The Shade, we know that the Shade, and also remember, Cindy had that little thing,
Eclipse or something.
Eclipso, yeah, that's supposed to be like a villain that's trapped in there that
like
he possesses
something.
That he possesses you.
Oh, he possesses you.
Yeah, exactly. He's a villain that's trapped. He's trapped in there. He's trapped in that little thing. So he's a villain. He can, once he comes out, he can possess you and stuff and make you do evil things and stuff. So
oh Jesus.
Yeah, so that's what I heard about season 2 of Stargirl. That's going to be, and of course you got Starman who came back. That's another thing. So you do have options coming on for Stargirl. So they got plenty enough to go around and stuff. So I'm definitely interested in seeing how it plays out and see if they get any more JSA members too.
Yeah, Green Lantern, and I think it was Holly who mentioned that there's more people that they got to fill that roster in with, because there's Dr. Fate, there's Hawkman, Hawkgirl. There's like a whole slew of heroes he brought up. It was like more than I thought. Green Lantern, Flash.
But see, remember that's a TV show, so I don't know. And you got a certain budget, so they can't have so many heroes running around.
If it went to HBO Max, they welcome.
If it was HBO Max, I would say they could add three members or something. But
it's screwy because it's going on CW. How they going to bring in Flash when there's already a Flash show? How they going to bring all these different?
I did hear there was supposed to be like a crossover though with the Flash. I did hear that it's supposed to be like a crossover episode with him.
I don't like that guy. To me, I like the Flash. I don't like the Grant Gustin Grant Gustin one. I like Flash, the Ezra Miller one. I love how when they go in to see, when they go in to first time to rescue Cyborg's father, and you see Steppenwolf and all the minions, the parademons. Here's Flash. Okay, right. Okay, listen. He's like, I have great fear of bugs and righteously tall people. And he's like, I think it's great you guys get into fights, but I don't get into any fights. I usually just push people to run away. I love that whole fear. And the look Batman has on his face when he saw the fear and Barry said he couldn't understand it at first. He's just like, and he's like, and Batman's like, what's the matter? Like, what's wrong? What's up with you? And he had to explain what was wrong. It's just save one person. That whole scene was great. I like the quirky kind of Barry Allen Flash. And he may be smart, but he's also quirky. I love that kind of way. I don't know how he really is in the comics, but I don't know. I just prefer that than the way they made him in this.
In the comics, he's more serious, and he has like and Green Lantern is like his best friend. They have like
I didn't know that.
He has more. He's more serious, and that's like I said. That's why you see if you watch Flashpoint, that's how he really is. How Barry Allen. If you watch the Flashpoint movie, that's how Barry Allen really is.
But I still don't consider the Grant Gustin one serious either. He jokes around a lot too, but in like a dumb way. Because they throw in those drama and all that crap, so that's why it's just kind of weird serious.
See, the thing with TV shows, especially, is because they have to stretch things out, which kind of ruins it. Because they have 22 episodes, so they have to kind of stretch things out.
Yeah.
Instead of having shorter seasons, I think is better.
Yeah.
Because that way you can write a contained story rather than see what they tried to do, at least on this past season for the Flash, they had one villain for the first half of the season, and then they had another villain for the second half, which would work a lot better.
Remember what I just saw for that last season?
They had Blood Work. Blood Work was for the first part of the season. Blood Work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there was a Mirror Girl. Yeah.
Blood Work, and then the second season they had Mirror Master.
For
the second part of the season. That kind of got cut off because the pandemic and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's better than having one villain try to stretch them all the way out across, 22 episodes, because then you have to have the Flash fail all the time.
Just honestly, they cut that down to make it 13 and just keep it focused. That way you have more money to make your on Flash better.
Exactly.
I don't know if you noticed, but you see when Flash runs, there are times when you can totally see he's like a Pixar character. He's running. His face is also, it ain't the actor anymore.
Yeah.
He's Pixar looking, and it's just kind of weird. I don't know.
I like the special effects on the Flash on the TV show. Okay, there was just too much. The only thing I didn't like about Ezra Miller that he ran, it looked ridiculous, especially at the end of the original Justice League when they had him running. It looked retarded. They had him running.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That looked so stupid.
Okay.
That looked so stupid. At least you could see in this the trailer that they dropped the other day. He runs a lot better. They look like they cleaned it up, so that way it doesn't look crazy.
Blame it on that. Blame it on the Joss Whedon. How he
exactly, because he looked retarded running at the end. He was spazzing out. He's running like this.
I kind of agree. Okay,
that looked retarded. Come on. At least on the Flash TV show, when he runs, it looks like he's running. It actually looks like he's running really fast, which makes it looks a lot better if you watch the Flash TV show. Especially there was one. I think it was beginning of season 4 or 5. Beginning of season 5, where when the Flash went into the Speed Force, I think at the end of season 4, and then they got him out at the beginning of season 5, and he was speaking gibberish, and the samurai guy came and he kidnapped Iris.
Samurai.
Yeah, the samurai guy came. It was like a robot. He came and kidnapped Iris, and his father went to Barry because Barry was like Barry was out of it. He
they couldn't understand what he was saying, so they had him like in one room, and then he said, Barry, he's got Iris, he's gonna, and then you see his eyes light up with the flash, and then you see him run. He just, and you see the way he runs, and it's just, it's
Okay.
that's the way the Flash is supposed to run, like that. The way they had him just zipping around, and he like chopped the guy.
You haven't noticed sometimes though when he's running, he looks Pixar.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Sometimes he looks totally CG, like it's not that actor anymore.
Oh yeah, I definitely think it's exactly. But
that looks really
at least that running is a little bit better than, because it looked retarded. That's what it just.
Well, here's the thing. They should have made the running then, okay? That they made it's Quicksilver running in Age of Ultron, or the way Quicksilver runs in.
Oh yeah, that X-Men movie. Yeah, that was
that prequel X-Men stuff.
Yeah,
I'd rather see like a glimpse thing, and then he's there and like a thing, instead of showing what it's like from his point of view, where you kind of see the movie. I'd rather not see that. I'd rather just see, or have everything maybe, I guess, kind of for a brief moment go kind of slow while he's moving, but still have him moving, doing stuff. I'm not a fan so much of how they do this a lot on that Flash, Dustin CW one, and it's absolutely ridiculous. He takes someone with him, like he's holds someone and he shakes, and now they're moving fast too, and everything's fun. Like, oh, this is how you see. You're not moving fast anymore. You're standing still. How are you fast when you're standing still and you're walking? Whoa, what is this? You're not fast. I don't care what, you got to be in constant motion. Time doesn't stand still if you're standing still. Come on. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen it.
I understand.
It was that one episode where he slowed down. That was it. He slowed down time of an explosion. There was that bomb and he couldn't get to it in time, so he needed help. So he kept unfreezing people. Remember that one? The explosions goes. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that. I forgot what they called it something. I forgot what they called it. Where he basically slowed down time, and then he grabbed one person because he had to
grab another person, grab another.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
See that stretching things out. Which again, like you said, I think all these TV shows, shorter seasons is the way to go to me.
Yeah, there you
get
go.
Better quality episodes and tighter writing and all that stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's network, so I guess they have. If you only have so many shows, you got to stretch them out. Like I said, remember Arrow ended, so Arrow's not coming back.
That's right. So, remember, they're bringing Batgirl back, and it's like someone new. I don't know.
Yeah, they got
all the history they had in the past with.
That was weird because, like I said, I didn't want what's her name?
Ruby Rose.
Yeah, I didn't want her at first. I thought that's horrible. She can't act because I saw her in Drop. I said she can't act, and I saw her in that Shark movie too. She was in the Shark movie with Jason Statham.
Oh, the Meg. Okay, the movie was okay.
Yeah. She just can't act. I'm sorry. She can't
act. Okay.
She can't. I'm sorry. She's a model. She can't act.
She's a model. Okay.
But I got used to her after a while. I got used to her.
Yeah.
And they were building it up, especially towards the end. And the actress who plays Crazy Alice, I thought she was good.
Okay.
But then they ended it on a cliffhanger, like the guy
looks like Bruce.
Yeah, it looked like Bruce Wayne, and now she's gone. Come on, what?
And I think the guy that looks like Bruce Wayne now, wasn't he supposed to be Hush? Does that really happen? It seems like they're pulling shit out of it.
Yeah, in the comics, Thomas Elliott is supposed to be Hush, but
Hush, really?
His childhood friend becomes Hush.
That Hush animated thing I saw, it was the Riddler that was Hush.
Yeah, they changed.
Oh, they changed that. Okay,
because it was originally Thomas. If you read the comic, the graphic novel Hush, it's Thomas Elliott. That's his childhood friend.
Okay,
that's who's Hush.
No, okay.
But they changed it for the. I don't know why they changed it for the cartoon and made the Riddler.
I like it. I had no problems with it. I thought it was cool.
But if you read the graphic novel, because I have the graphic novel,
you do?
Yeah, and I read it. But it's good. It's worth getting. If you, it's worth getting. It just because Jim Lee does the art for it, and it's fantastic, fantastic art, and the story is great too. Because Batman basically, he fights all his. You have all his rogues villains, and you got everybody in there. You got, I think, Black Canary's in there as well. She's in there.
Wow.
Catwoman, everybody. You got Killer Croc. You got all his villains in it. Yeah, it's worth. Trust me, it's worth getting.
Speaking of which, are those villains? Do you watch the Harley Quinn cartoon thing?
Oh yeah,
it's called Harley Quinn. Have you seen it? That thing's great.
Yeah, it's a good show.
That
love show is crazy. Yeah.
I got to get the blue on that when it comes out.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. I think the DVD is out already.
Well, I want the blue.
Okay. I don't know if it's on Blu-ray yet because I went to Best Buy and I saw the DVD there, but I didn't see a Blu-ray.
Oh, geez.
So I don't know if it's on Blu-ray because you think they would, because usually when they have the DVD, they have the Blu-ray right next to it.
Yeah, yeah.
But all I saw was the DVD. So, but maybe they do. Maybe you just got to look for it.
Mm.
But like I said, I enjoy how it's hilarious. That show is absolutely hilarious. It's violent, funny, and it's crazy.
Oh man, yeah. I think see, I didn't know that it followed a real storyline, so I was kind of like jumping around.
Yeah,
and that's why I guess but now I'm starting to I'm on like the third episode now.
Yeah.
But I've seen some things I guess are considered spoilers now because I've seen certain people die.
Oh yeah,
it's okay, And
what
were you gonna say?
They got, like I said, they got the Joker in there. They got Batman in there. You got the Justice League in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of DC. You got Bane in there. Bane is hilarious.
I like his voice. They made him like how they kind of did a parody voice of how they were crashing this plane with and like the last episode I saw was it was like some bar mitzvah. It's like a first season.
Yeah,
it's like a Joker's like I don't like the chicken. He wants the steak or whatever. He takes Bane's thing and goes. Okay, and so Bane thought they're going to swap food. He goes, I may want the chicken later. Well, then what are we doing here then?
Like I said, the writing is great for that show. It's just hilarious. Yeah, it's a good show, and I think season 3 is supposed to be on HBO Max. I don't know if they announced it yet.
But yeah, they did. I think it is on HBO Max.
Yeah, it's going to be on HBO Max, but it's hilarious. Okay. Yeah. That's a good show too. That's again, they actually good shows on it. But I think the DC streaming service, I think that's going to end. I think it's going to fold all the shows up into the HBO Max or CW.
It may as well be the new DC universe. Yeah, that's fine.
So I think that's going to end. The only other good thing is, like you said, you can read the comics with the streaming thing too. That's but I don't know what they're going to do with that once they shut it down.
Let me ask you though, and for that Harley Quinn,
is
it permadeath or permanent death? So when someone dies, they're gone for good, or do they just come back like a Looney Tunes thing?
Wait, hold on. See, the thing is, season 1. Well, have you watched season 2 yet?
I cut like some here and there. Yeah, like I said, I was watching a lot of order before.
Want me to spoil it for you then?
No, don't. Can you say it in a way where it doesn't spoil it? Can you just give a yes or no? Like when someone stays dead, do they stay dead or do they come back? And I'm not talking about flashbacks. I'm just saying, do they inexplicably come back and they're alive again? Like I'll tell you what. I know that I think Penguin gets killed, and I think I saw Mr. Freeze sacrifices himself for his wife, and he's gone.
Those are permanent.
Yeah, those are all permanent deaths.
Yeah,
wow, that's amazing. Okay, that's amazing. So you really can't use them anymore. What are you going with this then? I mean,
no, it's like I said, it's a crazy show. It's like all over the place, but it's funny and it works.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
And Jim Gordon is a drunk.
They're making him a drunk. Yeah, I couldn't get it. But my brother's watching with me. He's like, "That's Jim Gordon."
Yeah, he's a drunk.
He's drunk. He's like, he's holding his coffee, which obviously has some liquor in it. And
he's obsessed with Batman too. He wants to be Batman's friend so bad.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Great series. It truly is a comedy,
Yeah, it is, and it's hilarious. Now what else? We talked about Batman. We talked about the Batman. We talked about Justice League, Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
And what else panels did they have? Oh, they had the Black Adam panel. We talked about that, right?
Yeah, and here Holly says Javicia Leslie is our new Batwoman.
Yeah, she used to be on a show that I used to watch on CBS called God Friended Me, which I really liked, but they canceled it, which really pissed me off. They canceled that, but she used to play like the sister of the main character. She's a good actress, so she's supposed to be the new Batwoman. Yeah. So they're supposed to introduce her. I don't know how maybe they got Ruby Rose to come back and finish her story arc and then go off.
Yeah, that would be in bad form if it, and the thing is too, it would be like unprofessional. But the thing is, she was giving some kind of weird reason why she left. When I think everyone, and I know, and probably you know, the real reason why she left. Not only was she getting crap from people, but also because it was just getting bad ratings.
I think the other thing is that she wasn't used to like a normal 22 episode season. How you're constantly filming, and you basically. You got basically 6 months out of your life. You're going to be filming a TV show. So I don't think she was used to the schedule. So that got to her. I think it wore her down So I don't think she,
okay.
yeah, so I don't think that's what they were. That's what a lot of people were saying, that she's not used to that schedule and stuff. Where you get, TV shows is a grind. You got to get used to it. Yeah. And she was. And remember, she's a lead character.
Yeah, So she really got to always be in it.
Yeah, exactly. So
again, it just goes to what's what I'm looking for. It just goes to reinforce what you've been saying.
Yeah.
Cut these things down. Now, that 22, 26 episodes, whatever, used to work in the past.
Yeah.
But nowadays, you got to just cut them to like 10 to 15 or 10 to 13 episodes. And
yeah, a lot of those British shows, if you watch a lot of the British shows, those are like small, short seasons. And they work. And they work.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So that's what I think America should adopt that too, because you get better quality, I think, if you shorten those seasons.
There you go.
Yeah.
Which they're doing that for their cable stuff, for their
exactly. For the streaming stuff, hopefully, they'll do that for the streaming stuff. So,
well, they've been doing it for the streaming stuff.
And remember, you got what else is coming up? Something else is coming. Oh yeah, The Boys next week. That's coming.
Yes. Oh god.
And I think they're supposed to drop three episodes next Friday. I think they're supposed to drop 3 episodes next Friday, and then one every week after that.
Okay, so that's Okay, I know Mike. Mike, movie Mike, great guy.
Yeah.
He brought that up. He said, I think they're dropping like a few episodes or so, whatever, at one time, and then it would be like a weekly thing.
Exactly.
So, that's exactly
good. Okay. So I think I might review that show too.
Yeah.
Review that show because I loved the first season. So
I will laser you, God damn it! He goes, I will pick the little girl. So what? She can tell how we failed to save everyone else. God.
He was cold. Homelander was cold.
He
was a cold son of a.
He was a hit. There you go. Yeah.
Oh man, he was cold.
And just so sad about I was about to say Allie, but her name was the actress Elizabeth Shue, Allie from Karate Kid. But Elizabeth Shue, she was in the first one. She died.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
She got, and the way she died.
He lasered her. Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't have a face now, or at least.
Oh yeah. Face. But I think what's the guy's name? The guy that was in you saw what's his name? What's the show? What's his name? What was it? The Mandalorian. You remember the
I didn't finish that show, mind you. I only seen like the first couple of.
you gotta finish it. That's a great show. It's worth.
It's a great show.
It's worth seeing. But anyway, they're supposed to be having on The Boys. They're gonna have a new. Remember, because they're still corporate, so they're gonna have a new boss now that's in charge of everything and stuff.
Okay.
Remember, they're bringing in new people for his team.
Oh yeah.
So what's his name? Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh yeah. From Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the new boss that's in charge and stuff. So.
And they're bringing in. I don't know if you know who Jensen Ackles is.
Yeah, the guy from Supernatural.
He's great.
He's supposed to be on season 2 too. So.
Season 3. Yeah.
Oh, season 3. Oh,
already. Yeah, he's gonna be Soldier Boy, which is I guess their version of Captain America, which I'm very interested in.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. I know a rip on CW. There's one. It's very rare for me. There's really one CW show that I'm okay with.
Yeah,
that is Supernatural.
Yeah.
For some, I can forgive that.
You can forgive it anyway.
Yeah, because you know what, they don't follow the same, and they at least they kind of push the boundaries of what can be shown.
Yeah.
They say son of a bitch a lot. They say dick. They show some pretty much heavy.
But that show's lasted like what, 12 years? It's been on a long time, right?
15.
15. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been.
So I think it started even when they were called WB, not CW.
WB. Yeah.
WB, and then it transitioned. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been on a long time. So.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Jason Ackles, he's supposed to be in. Season 3 of The Boys.
Season 3, yeah.
Yeah, because I know they already greenlighted season 3. Yeah, because people loved it, and I can't wait for for season 2. That's good. I love the cat. Like, so Homelander is crazy.
Next Friday, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's next Friday, the 4th, right?
The 4th. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's nuts. Homelander is completely nuts.
Oh, hey, and Holly, I guess he says, I have to go. And, I think we're getting near that point where we're going soon. But
I got to eat.
As do I. I have to go. Enjoy chatting with you, Klaxx Reacts. And Mr. Woodley, y'all have a great night.
You too.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, we discussed a lot of things on this one. It was a good chat. It was a good chat.
Did we miss anything?
I think we covered it all, right? Black Adam, Titans, Justice League. What else?
Suicide Squad, the Batman
Squad. Yeah. So
talked about Stargirl and Stargirl.
Stargirl, yep, exactly. We covered a lot of things, so yeah, we did a good job. This,
when we do these hangouts, I think they usually last, about like an hour and a half, anyways. Which
that's a good time. That's a good amount of time. Yeah, definitely think. And like I said, I got these new Justice League posters in my room, which I love.
You got to do like a little video here showcasing those all. I'm pretty sure, are those all you have that's displayed, or you have some more?
Well, those are the two Justice League posters. So, but I got other posters here, but I got Avengers posters over there. Which is, this is the very first movie. That poster. So, and just other things that I got family pictures up in here and stuff.
Nice. Okay. Well, yeah. And I see the first Justice League poster down in the corner right there underneath.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the one I took down, and I put that one up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The one you can see right there. That one back there.
That's the Zack Snyder one. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That one's cool. I like that. I saw that online. I said, you know what? I gotta make a post of that.
Okay.
So
that's beautiful.
Yeah. So to wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Okay.
I've got nothing else more to say other than
Yeah.
I think I already did give my review of Stargirl. I think I gave that like a 9 because that's the one complete series that we can actually score it.
I definitely would say 9. That show was nearly perfect. The show was nearly perfect. All the beats they hit right and everything. I think that was one of the best shows I've seen. Okay, where they did everything nearly perfectly on that show. I really enjoyed it.
And just for the record, too, for me, Titans gets a 9 as well. I know.
I just want the writing to be better, but that's just me.
Hopefully,
season three, they have tighter writing to me because remember, I think season 3 is supposed to be Red Hood, Starfire, right? Her sister Blackfire is coming.
Oh
right?
Yeah,
right. So that should be good. And plus, like I said, they're moving to Gotham, so you got
and Scarecrow.
So you got. Some
you know who Red Hood is, right?
Yeah.
You know who he is? No, Red Hood.
Not Red Hood. I know. Yeah, that's what's called what's his face? The second Robin. Jason Todd. Yeah.
That's so sad. I really love that guy.
Yeah, because remember, in the comics, the Joker beats him to death with a crowbar.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna have to obviously change that because they're not gonna show Joker.
Yeah. Well, they probably won't show the Joker. Remember when I think the first season when Robin was in that little dreamscape thing?
Yeah.
They showed Joker in the hospital. When Batman snapped.
Yeah. Oh.
So they can show Joker from the shadows and stuff, and not actually show him
and do something to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you see, remember the first season they showed Batman, but they didn't really show him.
Yeah.
So they could do something like that and just have Jason, and then get put in the Lazarus pit and comes back as the Red Hood.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Good. And what did they say?
Okay.
They said, and Barbara Gordon. We said, Barbara Gordon's coming back. She's going to be Commissioner Gordon. Yeah. So. Those are the new characters I think that's coming back. I think they said they won't have as much Hawk and Dove. I think won't be as much, but because you introducing new characters. I think Lex Luthor. I think is supposed to make an appearance.
So long as they're not kicking Hawk and Dove out, because I do love the.
I think they'll. Because I thought they was saying something about them getting their own show, but I think that they kind of killed that one.
Okay.
They were supposed to get their own show. They're supposed to get their own spinoff, but I think they canceled that.
Keep them in this.
Yeah, exactly.
So too many, that's the problem with CW. Too many shows.
Yeah. So, but HBO Max, like I said, they got plenty of shows, and they're gonna bring, like I said, they're gonna bring that on too. So,
yeah,
Titans is moving over there too. So,
So, all right, old friend.
Okay.
I think we're done, and I hope all you guys watching, out there in YouTube land, I hope you guys all enjoyed. And if you haven't already, head on over to Trade Pastor's channel. Give him a sub as well.
Thank you.
One of my oldest friends. And thanks everyone. Hope you all enjoyed.
Thank you.
Here we go.